Even if you've never read the Bible, you probably already have an image in your mind of what angels look like. Most people imagine them as beautiful heavenly beings dressed in long white robes, with soft swan-like wings and glowing halos above their heads. You might also picture cherubs as cute, chubby baby angels holding bows and arrows, like the ones you see on Valentine's Day cards. But that's not what real angels look like according to the Bible. The actual biblical descriptions of angels are completely different, and honestly, they sound more like creatures from an H.P. Lovecraft story than from a holy book. So why do they look so strange? And how did people get their image so wrong? Angels come from the Old Testament, the first part of the Bible for Christians, or the entire Tanakh for Jews. The word angel comes from the Greek word angelos, which came from the Hebrew word malach, meaning messenger. These messengers appear many times in the Old Testament, delivering God's messages between heaven and earth, and sometimes carrying out His commands. For example, there's the angel of death from the Passover story, who killed all the firstborn sons of the Egyptians. Another angel struck down 70,000 Israelites, and another destroyed 185,000 Assyrian soldiers in a single night. When angels appear in the Bible, they are sometimes described as having wings, but often they look like ordinary humans. Later books, such as Daniel, even give some of them names: Gabriel, Raphael, and Michael. So far, that sounds like what we usually think of, but these are not the terrifying beings often called biblically accurate angels. The Malach are only one group of heavenly beings in the Bible. There is actually a hierarchy of these beings, and the normal human-like angels are quite low on the list. During the Middle Ages, a Jewish scholar named Maimonides created a ranking of the angelic orders, and the Malach were placed near the bottom, just above the cherubim. Forget the cute baby-winged cherubs we see in art. The real cherubim were described as powerful animal-human hybrids. They first appear in Genesis, right after Adam and Eve are banished from the Garden of Eden, where their job was to guard the entrance so that humans couldn't return. The best description of the cherubim comes from the book of Ezekiel. In a vision, the prophet Ezekiel describes seeing living creatures, later revealed to be cherubim. He said they looked like humans, but had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and their feet looked like those of a calf, shining like polished bronze. Under their wings they had human hands. Each one had the face of a human, a lion on the right side, an ox on the left, and an eagle. Their wings touched one another, and they moved straight ahead wherever the Spirit led them, without turning. In the middle of them was something that looked like burning coals and lightning flashing back and forth. The cherubim moved as quickly as a flash of light. These creatures looked nothing like ordinary angels. They looked more like mythical beasts from ancient Mesopotamia, especially the Babylonian Lamassu, which had the body of a lion, wings of an eagle, and the head of a king. These figures guarded sacred places like temples or palaces, just like the cherubim guarded Eden. They were similar to Egypt's Sphinx and the Hittite griffin. Many scholars think that the idea of biblical angels came from these older mythological creatures, since ancient cultures often shared art and religious ideas. Later in Christian art, the image of cherubim may have been influenced by Greek and Roman myths like Cupid or Pluto. Moving up the hierarchy, we come to the seraphim. These beings have 6 wings, 2 for flying, 2 covering their faces, and 2 covering their feet. The book of Isaiah describes them like this: "And they called out to each other, saying, 'Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of His glory.'" In medieval Christian belief, the seraphim were seen as the highest order of angels. They surrounded God's throne and constantly praised Him, repeating, "Holy, holy, holy," forever. The word seraphim comes from seraph, meaning to burn, so their name means the burning ones. The Hebrew word seraph also means a venomous serpent, and in ancient Egypt, the cobra was known as the flaming one. An image of this cobra, called uraeus, was worn on the pharaoh's crown. This may be why the seraphim were imagined as fiery, winged beings. Now, we reach the strangest heavenly beings of all, the ophanim, also called the wheels. These are described as two large interlocking golden wheels covered in eyes, floating and spinning in the sky. In Ezekiel's same vision, he saw these wheels beside the cherubim. As I looked at the living creatures, I saw a wheel on the ground beside each one. The wheels sparkled like beryl, and each looked like a wheel inside another wheel. They could move in any direction without turning. Their rims were tall and full of eyes all around. Whenever the living creatures moved, the wheels moved beside them. When the creatures rose from the earth, the wheels rose too, for the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. The ophanim are said to carry God's throne, making them some of the holiest and most mysterious beings in the Bible. But where they came from, no one really knows. Some people believe Ezekiel might have been describing a UFO because of how the wheels moved. Others think his vision may have been caused by some kind of mind-altering plant. Scholars, however, see the wheels as a metaphor for God's power and mystery, something humans cannot fully understand. The ophanim are never mentioned again anywhere else in the Bible. There's still debate about whether the cherubim, seraphim, and ophanim are really angels or just heavenly beings that serve different roles. Either way, the Bible's picture of heaven is not just filled with beautiful, gentle-winged people. It's full of strange, powerful, and awe-inspiring creatures that serve God in ways beyond our understanding. If heaven truly exists, you might spend eternity alongside these incredible and terrifying beings. Thanks for watching till the end. This is Epic Truth Seekers. If you enjoyed learning about angels and their mysterious origins, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep biblical stories and hidden truths.